So this is what's happening. Some of you guys are turning in project builders, and the project builders are not working. They come out like this. Let's take a look at one here. Oh. Wait, am I in the right class? Hold on. Take a look at what happens to a project builder that is done on the traditional way. This one has no sound. I don't know exactly what the deal is with this one. This is Corey's. Let's take a look at Michael's. Hopefully Michael's will have sound. Okay, so that is what happens. And this is what we found out. This is happening because we are not rendering this file properly. Okay, the instructions tell you to open the project file. So if I go to click on open project right here, and I go to the data files for this file for this class, PrCS5 data files, and this is chapter 1, and I open on Italy. The project loads no problem in Premiere. Okay? But for you guys, when you start putting this project together, you end up running into trouble because as you add the sound file and you add, I already have a sequence here. Oh, sequencer right here. If you add the pictures as they told you to do, right? So I'm going to select all of them. But before I do that, I make sure that I will actually lock this one, or I'll deactivate this one, make sure video is toggled. And I select all the files here and I automate to sequence. They told you to uncheck default audio transition. And we're going to bring this in all together at once. Boom. So you're going to notice that now all the footage is here. And I have audio at this point. If I preview, if I look at my program monitor, why is it not showing it? Okay, so for some reason I'm having some video issues here at this point. No, it's not showing on my program. I bet you it's because I'm not saved. I don't know. But anyways, you're going to notice that on your sequence, this red line shows you that the sequence is not rendered. And if it's not rendered and you export the media and create the MPEG, the sound gets all destroyed. The video comes through, but the sound does not. So how do you solve that? And this is happening because at this point, the assets that you're using are coming from the DNR. So you're actually putting together a project. The project file itself, Italy, the project file for Premiere project file is actually in your S drive, but all the assets are in the DNR. And so when you try to render, which creates temporary files, you don't have writing permissions to the DNR, and Premiere needs those temporary files to actually render this correctly, and the process of rendering is what allows the sound to come through. I'm having another problem here because I don't have any video for some reason. I don't know why. At this point I don't exactly know what's going on here. I'm going to toggle back in and out. I'm not seeing any footage on my program monitor, but this is what you need to do, okay? When you open the file, you should not be inside of Premiere. When you open the data files, what Chase found out was that if he bypasses Premiere trying to link up to all the things that he needs to have for the project to work, he can actually point the file the right way. This is what you need to do for both Project Builders 1 and 2. You go to the data files using the Windows Explorer, and you copy that project file. Lane, you better pay attention to this because you're going to run into the same problems. Once you copy that file, you throw it in a location in which you do have the right permissions, which either your S drive or your desktop. I'm going to throw my desktop just for now. I'll just put on a folder there, new folder, and I'll paste that project file there. Once I have this file here, now I have writing permissions. And if I double click on this project file, Premiere automatically opens, but Premiere is going to complain because this project file points to assets that are removed from their natural place. So now it's looking for, hey, where is the file, Italy 1, the JPEG, and he's asking me. So I'm going to go and tell it where it is, and Italy Pictures is right here. I can double click that, and I'll just display only exact matches. That simplifies the process. And all I need to do is point to the first one on the series, and Premiere is going to be smart enough to find all the rest. Take a look. I click on select, boom. And automatically, Premiere picks up everything else, and actually now it fixes my program monitor as well. It finds all the assets, all the pictures, and it finds the sequence and all the titles. No problems. And now I'm actually working in a folder in which I have writing permissions. So if I start putting this program together right now, sound, in, boom. I'm going to untarget this audio track. I'm going to get all the pictures in. Double click on the picture so I can get to automate sequence. I need to actually select all the pictures by Control A. Go to the options menu, automate to sequence. Get rid of the audio transition because I don't want any audio transition. Click on OK, boom. All the pictures are there. I'll play this really quickly. I have sound in here on my preview. Okay, everything seems to work, and then I bring the titles and whatever. But look at the screen here. I have this red line. Some of you, most of you guys, if you open the project file straight from the DNR and you try to render, if I go to sequence and try to render effects in work area, you will get an error message. But right now it's rendering because I opened them this way. If you render this way and you see all green on your sequence, and you go to with the sequence selected, you go to File, Export, Media, and you export the media, you will have sound. The sound will come through. And I want you guys to do that. Okay? So go ahead and spend some time doing that today.